I need you to log back in, but at this point, you need to make sure you're not just jumping across teams. And I think, like you did say, the NATO roster, we saw a whole different roster last season, and now we're seeing a whole different roster this season. It's too shaky. There's no consistency of that NATO roster, and them not being dead last. I mean, they did a couple matches here and there, but the DQ came out, took away everything they worked so hard for, and now it's certain there's no chance of any playoff for them. They are definitely being sent down to that gulag, and it's really unfortunate, man. It's really it breaks my heart to go and see that. But I think one of the exciting things we've all literally, and when I say all, I mean every single person that watches the podcast, watches the APS streams, the casters, the production house. One thing that's had us excited about coming into the season was a female player in the APS, and I would say she has delivered. And what do you think about Sadia so far? Has she given us the what we expected coming into the season?
So I've not seen much of Sadia prior to the APS Pro Series. I don't know. We have her as a guest, by the way, guys. Watch out, Sadia is right here, and we'll be having a chat with her. I would like to understand her history into getting into the pro scene as a pro player, maybe starting from tier 2 or tier 3. But that's by the way. But watching her in the Pro Series, I think she has been decent, right? Considering that it's a tier 1 lineup when it comes to the Pro Series. They are all tier 1 teams. You're playing PDX today, playing Nova tomorrow against Squid that will drop 60 bomb on your head. You're playing Sierra 7, and the likes. So she has been decent, but I think with time she will definitely improve better. One thing I've noticed from her is she knows how to use her operator skill very well. She uses the death machine, and you see Sadia clearing the death machine. Already on this takeoff map, she knows how to clear the back of that generator, bottom red, with the death machine every time. She's always around that zone, and she plays OBJ. She gets decent kills, but with time, I think our SND and control games will improve. I think generally it's one of the things we want to see more female gamers, coming into the scene. So of course, we'll always want to support them. No matter how, how I don't want to say how I'm trying to pick my words here, but no matter how they don't meet, the certain expectations with the tier 1 existing pro players, right? But we still want to see them encouraged to keep going and keep getting better within the scene. So yeah. That's it. Nevada said 60 bomb with 20 seconds OVJ. Hey, that's the life we signed up for with Squid, man. I'm sorry. That's the life we signed up for.
That's the life we signed up for, honestly. We know he's a Slayer, and I think literally almost everybody in Fantasy has him on their team because we know he's going to give you the kills. He might not get the OVJ time, but he's definitely going to give you the kills. But I mean, speaking about Sadia again, we do have her in the building with us, and shortly she's going to be joining us on the main screen. So you guys can all see and hear from the first ever female player in the African Pro Series. Sorry, but what did you say?
Yeah, she's added. Jerry, you check the white here also, please. I don't know we're live there.
He confirmed the YouTube is not live.
Okay.
Confirmed the YouTube is not live. I don't know why. Hopefully, we have the replay on YouTube. Oh, it's a new one, guys. It is live now, but it's a new one. It's discontinued.
Okay.
That's really unfortunate. But yeah, in the meantime, though, we are going to be inviting Sadia. So all of you, I don't want to use the word Sims, but all of you, especially that boy they call Grant. Grant has been on chat saying the mighty Sadia is carrying NATO. Bro, the day just started, bro. It is Sunday. The day just started. Relax. But yeah, we are going to be having Sadia on the podcast. So welcome, Sadia. How are you doing?
Hi guys, I'm great.
Where's the cow? Sadia, where's the cow?
Hold on. We've been through this. We've been through this.
So Sadia eventually joined without the cam. That's quite unfortunate.
Women do you dirty, guys. Women do you dirty, bro.
You guys have seen enough
so
You guys have seen over enough of me. That's more than most people.
Okay,
welcome,
but welcome. Good to have you with us. So let's just go. Before we go back into your history with the pro scene and esports in general, what do you have to say about your experience with the Pro Series Season 2 currently?
It started out shaky, but then towards the end, I've actually been having a lot of fun. Like, I put past the expectation of me being like the best female, whatnot. And then I just
Mm.
started playing game. And it's been so fun. Like the last few games we've played, no matter my performance, no, it was so fun. Like I think at one point I was laughing during the Nova game, but I was trying my best not to, so you guys couldn't hear me listening. That whole SND, I think we was yeah, that SND, we were on P. And then I just see toxic and then defeat. And I almost died of laughter. It was so funny to me. Like I've just found enjoyment in it right now than worrying about what people's expectations of me are. If that makes sense.
Yep, that definitely makes sense. You definitely want to have fun. Carl, you have a question for her?
Yeah, I can see the excitement in her voice even when she says that. She actually wants to laugh while saying that. I could hear that laugh coming. She's
Yeah.
happy. She's just happy to be here, you know. She's just happy to be here. That's what matters most. And I think like in the whole process of I think me personally as a caster, I had a talk with a new caster yesterday, and he was asking for tips and everything. I told him the most important thing in my career it's you want to have fun. I think
Yeah.
it's as much as you want to be the best car, you want to professional, you want to be a good caster, you want to lend the number one thing is you have to have fun. If you're not having fun being a caster, my brother, just go back to I don't know anything else. Don't force it. Have fun. If you're a pro player, a caster, the number one thing about gaming is you want to enjoy the game, or you're not going to be able to give out the qualities you want to give
And
out. So yeah.
and
Mm.
funny enough, when it comes to pro teams, right, you need a bit of that element within the squad. You need somebody who is a bit jovial. Yeah, you know when to be serious. With executing certain strategies and all that. But you still need somebody that lifts the spirit of the team, right? With just having fun and making sure like guys just calm down, relax. It's not a big deal. We'll be back. We'll just enjoy ourselves and we'll definitely get better as a team. So yeah, I think it's very crucial to have fun, and you need somebody who can, drive that within the team.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So, Sadi, I think one question again I have for you. I have so many, but like the first one is, is there any female player before you that you've watched in the scene, and they, you think you want to get to that level, or you've had as a mentor? Is there any female player in the current global team
Yes,
that you
oh,
look up to?
100%. And she's actually my best friend. Um, I'm sure you guys know who Leah is. When I was in T2, she was my inspiration for everything. When I wanted to get better, she was the reason I wanted to get better. I always strived to be like her. How she played, how she moved, everything about her gameplay is what I wanted to be. And then we made the promise that we will get to T1 together. And I felt so bad when like I got my device first and then I was there first without her. And then it was like, ew. Like our goal was us being there together. And that is my inspiration from long, like we always spoke about it.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, Leah is a player that was in tier 2 or tier 3 with you, and you guys have had the aspirations of growing together to be tier 1. But
Yes.
aside that, do you in the past have you seen any female player within the scene that has competed in like the current state you find yourself in as a NATO player
No.
that inspired you to want to be tier 1?
I haven't seen any female player play comp. That's why I wanted to be the first. So I can inspire many more others.
Okay, okay. I think in the past we used to have a couple of female players. Probably Stadia has not been in the scene that long.
Nope.
Remember the
Yeah.
days of Venom, Cyclone Venom, with Julia and Co. Violet too was also a female player then. Liz, I don't think she has seen Liz play.
Liz,
Yeah, she has not seen
even
Liz
Heichi back
play
then as well. Yeah. So.
yeah, competitive game. Parry, is it Parry or Fari? I don't know how to pronounce that girl with P H. She was with this other net, is it no, this other Wakanda team that's Parry or something. She's very good. Esther, her name is Esther, but her gamer tag was PHAREH or something like that. Yeah, very, very good player. So but how long, when did you actually start playing competitively? So I want to go back to your history now. When did you start, and like how has the journey been like from an unknown player to rubbing shoulders with the tier one boys now?
I started in 2024. I just
Oof.
played T3 comp, T2
Wow.
comp, and then I made my own female team with Leah, obviously. And then we had the female team Dynasty. And at the beginning, we were clapping those boys. Like, we
Yeah.
had a very heavy hitter roster of female players. And then, obviously, over time, I think we had a team from something like May 2025 until December of 2025. So I was in Dynasty for that whole period. Obviously, in between, I'd go play by other teams, but no team felt like Dynasty, especially being surrounded by females that won't judge you. Because I know Ivy's men are. It's been a new environment, so it was a shock for me to go from the comfort of my girls to men, which is a very big thing for me because I've always felt like I wanted to be here with the girls. And then I got my device in, I think, Feb this year. And then I was still playing for Dynasty that time. Then I moved to OTAN at sub for ECL. And then obviously now NATO, fortunately.
What device do you play with, by the way?
I play on the RM10 Pro.
Oof.
Red Magic 10. Okay, that's pretty
Nah, but
impressive.
me, I
What?
got a fake RM10. My device frame drops and stuff.
Oh, it's the what? The Red Magic 10 frame drops? Wow.
Mm.
Coming from somebody who uses a Red Magic 7. This is mine, yeah.
Me
Red
too,
Magic
bro.
7
Twin.
with
7, bro.
with
Twin.
twinning, man. With battery problem, and I need a big fan. I need so many things to make sure I enjoy my game. And you are using a Red Magic 10 Pro that's frame drops. Wow, that's interesting. So yeah, I think it's nice to hear that you started from 2004, and yeah, just so you know, I've been
That's
highlighted
not
earlier.
4. Same this. That's not 4.
2024. Oh my god.
Wow.
Some people in the same were not even born 2004. Like, what the heck?
You.
Oh my god. Yeah, sorry about that. 2024, that's 2 years ago. And within 2 years you're already playing pro tier one scene. So well, personally, I just hope you continue that. As you said, it's a change of environment from from your comfort zone to where you're being judged more, right? Some of the guys can be toxic, that's inevitable. But as long as you develop a
We've
thick
been
skin
done that.
and and you keep improving, and some of us will still do our best to make sure things don't get too unnecessarily toxic within the scene, just so we can encourage more female players to keep playing the game. Carl definitely has a lot more questions for you. So Carl, please, what do you have on your bucket list there for her?
I mean, I think a lot of you've actually seen a lot so far. And one more thing I want to go and ask you is, how far do you want to go in your career? Do you intend to stay for as long as the next 2 years, possibly qualify for champs, possibly even go to the EWC? You never can tell. How hungry, how ambitious are you in this esports career you just started? How far do you want to take it?
Good question. Personally, I want to play champs, but I know that right now is a long goal, which I obviously need to work towards. But that has been one of my goals: main stage, LAN, all that shit. But it sounds fun, but I know there's also a lot of logistics behind it. So for me right now, the goal is just to get better. And then my long term goal will obviously be playing champs, being on the stage, all that.
Okay. And speaking about champs, last year in the champs qualifiers, we had a South Africa LAN finals. This year, that might happen again. So are you going to be competing in the champs qualifiers that's going to be announced tomorrow? That's the CARIFEST Cup. Are you going to be competing? What team is it still with NATO? And do you think you have
I'd love to know as well.
at getting to the LAN?
Once I find out, I'll let you know. Don't stress.
Okay. I think there's a bit of transfer news they are currently expecting from Sadia.
Hold on.
We'll be on the loop for that. Sadia joins Cyclone. You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first, live and direct.
Active. This is Sadia and cycling would be something else. But my final question to go and ask you is NATO are finishing last day. You have been relegated. There's no doubt NATO has been relegated. What are the chances that you guys are going to stay together as a team? Going, of course, now we've already had a possible transfer removed from Sadia, so I don't know if I should be asking, but like I'm still going to ask you: what are the chances that this NATO team stays together, plays the Gulag, and requalifies for the APS season 3? What are the chances?
I think everyone will find out the same time we find out.
Yeah. Yes. It's going strong, yeah. That's something big. Something huge is coming. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are looking for, but as I said, as we said, rather, but just one question: would you be playing the World Champs qualifiers? Now you don't need to mention any team or what, but would you be playing the World Champs qualifiers?
I'd hope so. I'm hoping.
Jesus Christ! Somebody said she's media trained. Please
Get
the vote Sadia for PRO next year. She's trying to dodge everything. Okay, we would hope so too. So let's see. We'll be on the lookout for that. Carl?
Yeah, I think we're excited to have had you here, honestly. It's insightful, and I wish you. Oh no, hold on. You know what? Before I go and dismiss you, I have one final question, and this is not even a question. It's a plea of hope. You could be our PSG of today. NATO Gaming could be one more time useful to us in the season 2 of the APS. Please, can you guys beat ASG for me? Please, I can't afford to see ASG stay in the APS. Please.
The thing is, if we win, no, ASG might just turn the rules on themselves because they've been doing it.
Oh my god!
They're gonna find the DQ. They're gonna make sure we lose one way or another. I'm telling you right now. Because they've been against us this whole tournament with the transfer, with the DQ. We were supposed to also get Nova's points, but they somehow just waive that DQ for no reason. But it is what it is.
But don't lose up. Don't lose up.
Don't lose up. You can't still be PSG, please. You can't.
Oh no, we will win ASG. But we know they might, pull a DQ on us somehow.
Yeah, let's see you win first.
You know what? This is the one DQ that I'm going to fight against. It's not going to happen to me. I'm going to fight against everything I have. Senes, if we have to sacrifice Senes, we are going to sacrifice Senes. We don't care. ASG was fall. ASG must not win tonight's game. ASG must not win tonight's game. So, Sadia, this is me from the Final Single Podcast, from Real Time, from Carl, from even Senes. I'm forcing Senes for this one. From Senders himself, please make sure no matter what happens tonight, ASG leave that arena with not more than the map. The highest they can get is the map. Don't let them get 2 maps. I don't want to see them get even 2 maps. In fact, if you can make it 3-0, make it 3-0 so all the noise pollution can finally end. Thank you, Sadia.
As for me, my 8th watch is over. Yesterday was peaceful for me. Arsenal lost the Champions League final. OKC lost the NBA Western Conference finals to Spurs. So I'm good. I'm okay, please. Whatever you decide to do against the ASG, please do for yourself, not for me. Do for Carl, not for me.
And for Carl. But yeah, Simon, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I do hope to have you on the podcast again. This time it's Cam, because today I'm going to let you off the hook. But the next time we have you on the podcast, if you don't have Cam, I will find you and I will send this to you. Yeah.
My camera might just broken. I think I'm just going to punch it before the stream starts.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Sadia. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the Final Single Podcast, and have a lovely day, Sadia.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, Brusky, you guys have just had from the very first female player in the African Pro Series T1 event. And I mean, yeah, we're all excited to see what they're going to do tonight. I'm pretty sure all the non-AFG fans like me and Senes were hoping to see AFG fail today. We're really hoping to go and see AFG fall and lose the battle today. But in the meantime, it is by 6 p.m. We have about 3 hours on the clock, less than 3 hours on the clock before the games go and started. Changes asking, now they watch YT chat. I am looking at the YT chat. Hello, Changes. I don't like you. Get out of the chat, please. Leave there. Go to bed right now. The plans I have for you are of evil and not of good today. So hit watch active. But yeah, that's it, Rusty. And we are going to shortly pause our Codem segment. We're going to return to Codem at the end of the stream. For now, we are going to be diverting towards a very major happening that is going to be affecting esports all around Africa for ages to come. Our very first ever Free Fire team in the name of PDX, by the way, the same Paradox we know in Codem, and also the same Paradox we know in Free Fire. They will be going to the EWC, and Senes is our correspondent from Free Fire, so he knows everything about how this went down, and he's going to walk us through. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. You're welcome. This is my territory, you know. Welcome home to Free Fire. So talking about Free Fire World Series, wow. I was really hoping for a Nigerian team to qualify. You know, maybe I could be on the plane to Paris, but Paradox just had to qualify from South Africa. But yeah, that's by the way. I'm joking. But they really put up a good fight, you know, and they really made the entire qualifier series interesting. But just to give you a bit of a breakdown on how it works and you know, in relation to the EWC and the eventual Free Fire World Series. So there will be two splits of qualifiers. You have the spring and the, I think, summer, right? Summer or winter, I don't know. But there are two splits. One just concluded. And the first split, the winner is to get the slot to represent Sub-Saharan Africa at the Esports World Cup that will be happening in Paris. I think the Free Fire week is going to be either the second or third week of June. So pretty much very soon. And, you know, the teams will be making their preparations to fly over there and go represent us well. And the second split would then, you know, be similar to what has happened recently. And the winners of that one would qualify for the Free Fire World Series that will be happening in Thailand. And yeah, hopefully not Paradox. But yeah, I'm joking. Hopefully Paradox will qualify. They've been a very good team. They've been a really very good team. If you watch the final stream, there's a certain line that I got out of it, you know. Final zone, like, it was so intense. The caster was like, I cannot see. I'm like, bro. I usually went to meet the Garena team. I was like, we need to include this line in as the hook of the next Free Fire video that will be coming out. For the next, we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I just, you know, put my thoughts out there. I need to see this line as the hook at the beginning, you know, because it was so intense and, you know, everyone loved it, everyone enjoyed it. So kudos to Paradox. They represented South Africa well, and hopefully they'll go on to represent Sub-Saharan Africa well at the Esports World Cup.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I did watch a lot of it. Because I didn't have a cast on that same day I was casting. I was occasionally coming to watch. I did watch the map before PDX won the last two. I watched where you know, PDX started that comeback. They started to get that energy motion. And then, boom, the next time they won the last two maps and the table took a massive turn and they finished off as number one. Paradox Esports are not just winning at Codem, but they are also winning at Free Fire.
And you know the funny thing? Funny thing? They had a very bad start at the grand finals. Right, they were just, you know, just getting closer, so they just made sure they hung around. Right, they did not get any booyah in the first four maps, I think, and they were not pretty good in terms of their elimination queues, but they were just average. It took them to the last three maps. Paradox woke up. They started getting kills. They got a booyah. I think they got two booyahs at the end. They got the final booyah, and that was how they were able to top Amigos. So Amigos is another very good team from Cape Verde. God, I was seriously hoping Cape did not make it. I'm sorry, but because the country is small, they're very good players, very, very good teams from Cape Verde. Even in Codem, I think there was a team recently that came out from that region, or in PUBG. I think PUBG, they are very good in terms of gaming in that country, and the population is very small, right? So don't let me go too much into what I was about to say, but very good team. And they, you know, challenged Paradox. They were looking likely to be the team to qualify, but Paradox came from nowhere, you know, came from behind and swooped in. So yeah, it was really competitive and it was enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I did watch a couple of it. The casting was good. Zeno and they both dead. Zeno and what's another guy's name? And
I think Zico, yeah, Zeno and
yeah, they
Zico.
have like very similar names, and my God, they have such amazing synergy. I've watched a lot of Zeno in the past. The first game I attended, Zeno was a Free Fire caster. I watched every Free Fire game because of the casting. Back then, I hated Free Fire so much, but I watched it just because of the casting. The casting was so on point, it was so funny, it was so relatable, and he was just so, I could relate to him on a personal level, and I was so happy to watch him. And seeing him again cast the old series, my God, that was just top notch. He was amazing. Big shout to Zico as well. There were two relatable casters that brought the whole action to life. And production, please let us know where we have the PX team on board and when to proceed to them with them rather. But yeah, in the meantime, though, that is it for Free Fire. And Silent is asking, what is your dream team? Are you talking about Connect or are you talking about Free Fire? Silent, I want to ask you though, you're the Free Fire correspondent once again. You did mention you wanted a Nigerian team to be there. What was the highest place finish a Nigerian team had?
I think Vent in Sports finished fourth. I'm not sure, but I can pull up that information. I think Vent was there was Solar Flare. So there were like 3 or 4 Nigerian teams in the grand finals. There was Solar Flare, there was Vent in Sports, there was Berserk Gen, and there was Noobs Esports. Noobs, unfortunately, were so poor. They were so poor. They even qualified by chance. They made it to that stage by chance. So we had Solar Flare finish fourth. We had Union X also. I think we had about 5 Nigerian teams out of 12 in the grand finals. Paradox came first and they won $3,500. Amigos came second with $2,000.
Active, bro.
Then Nem Jogu is a team from, I think, Cameroon. They have a lot of fans. If you go on stream, you just be seeing Nem Jogu with the Cameroon flag. Like, they were so popular. I saw reasons to why, they had that popularity. They finished third with $1,200. Then Solar Flare, there was a lot of hope on Solar Flare. They're a very good team, but they play like Arsenal. I'm sorry. They play like Arsenal. They play too defensive, right? So while other teams are going for the eliminations, like Paradox and Amigos were going crazy with the kills, Solar Flare, they did not get so many eliminations. I think in the overall standing, Paradox had 89 eliminations, Amigos 72, Solar Flare had 54. So the disparity was obvious. It was there, and they were defensive. They were always playing for position, like to get the final position. Like they got one booyah, but unfortunately they couldn't do much better. Union X, also a Nigerian team, finished 5th. They got $700. Vent Esports, they were pretty good in the qualifiers, but when it got to the playoffs, the grand finals, they did not do so well. They finished 6th with $700 also. Berserk Gen, who actually won the Free Fire Clash Cup in was it February in Lagos here. They beat Union X, they won that competition. I was thinking they would do so well in this competition, but I think they lost. Their star player was not available due to school commitments, and they finished 7th in this one. Yeah, Noobs Esports, as you mentioned, then they have finished 10th out of 12 places. So yeah, $100 for them. Hopefully they'll be better, and we'll see them in the second split of the qualifiers.
Yeah, hopefully so. I think there's one thing I've come to understand about Battle Royale games, because I did cast a PUBG event the last weekend, 3 days, and it does thing out. And now, let me break down something. A team called Elevate Esports, not the actual Elevate we know in Kodem, but a different Elevate Esports from I don't know what country they're from. Now, it was 6 maps each day. Day 1 had a different roster of teams. Day 2 had a different result. Teams, the grand finals were top 8 from birthdays to go and play grand finals. So now the story happened like this. Elevate Esports, they did not play the first 3 maps on day 2 out of 6 maps. On a normal day, you would dismiss a team like that, wouldn't you? You would, because first 3 maps missed. There's a lot of teams that are dropping 20 plus kills in every single game. I don't think you're catching up and all that. And then the next 3 maps they played, I think they won one of them. And then the other 2, they were dropping 29, 30 kills. And that's when I learned that eliminations wins you games, not placement points. Now, fast forward to grand finals, a particular team won 3 maps out of 6. 3 whole maps were won out of 6. And I tell you, I kid you not, that team did not win the event. They finished second place. Guess what happened? Elevate had about 20 plus kills on every single map, and they only won 1 map. And there was a map when they got eliminated first. So we also are, surely this is it. But these guys, they got 29, 30, 28, 27 kills on 5 different maps, and they only won one. And that was all they needed to confidently win the whole event. So I think like if you're gonna play safe in a battle royale game like that, man, it's not gonna help you. Placement points are good. It's what 10 points for number one, but then imagine 30 eliminations against 10 placement points. It's not going to be ultimately effective for you. So I think the Nigerian teams, they have to go and get that, and hopefully they can do better with that next time. But in the meantime, though, I am convinced that we have a couple of the PDX players on the call.
Yeah.
Production, can you confirm?
I think we do. Do we or do we not? I think we have them. Okay, so we do have them. Yeah. Okay, Carl, do you want to do the honors and introduce the team, please?
Yeah, guys. So finally, after a very long wait, do you have the again? As I said, history has been made. We have the number one team, the first ever team to represent Africa in a Free Fire event at the EWC. This is history being made, not just for Free Fire, but potentially for the all African region of esports. CODEM, Mobile Legends, PUBG, name it, whatever title is out there. Free Fire has given us hope, and of course, Paradox Esports are spearheading this hope. We have amazing players from this team yet to give us a little bit of pointers on how their season went and what they're expecting at the EWC. So, Paradox Esports, welcome to the stream. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Windy, it's your time. Hello.
Hello, guys. Hello, guys.
Yeah, hello. Oh, walaikum salam, my brother. How you doing? Unfortunately, we can't identify who is talking. But if you guys can just maybe have an introduction, introduce yourselves one by one, and we can pick things up from there. Okay, nice to have you, Windy.
My name is LedX. I'm the sub of the PDX team.
Okay,
Welcome,
LedX, nice to hear you.
Nikki, not yet. Okay, I'll go. My name is Dinrik. I'm the sub also and third rusher for PDX.
Oh, nice to meet you, Risky. Well, welcome to the podcast. Anyone else here?
Sneaky? Don't think Sneaky's here.
Sneaky is shy. Where is Snipes? Snipes is the guy I'm looking out for. Where is he?
I think Snipe is working. PWC.
Oh, okay, for AWC. Okay, that's fine. So I've been nice.
They're already filling out flights. Oh my god, bro. I don't know, but I think I'm more excited than these players are because you can hear the joy in my voice. I am so happy that we're going to the EWC right now. I am PDX. PDX is me, bro. I am so excited and glad that we are making our way to the EWC. These guys, it's been an amazing season for them. And like you said, they had such a bad start at the beginning of the day that it looked like, PDX might not be able to go and clinch that victory. And I think at the point where I joined the stream, that was where they were just starting to make their comeback. A lot of people were already believing, PDX are not doing anything. Amigos are definitely going to be representing us in the EWC. And then boom, these guys start waking up, and oh my freaking god! But welcome guys. How was that final day? Before the finals, how was the journey to that final day? How did it feel? What happened? What was the preparations like for you guys leading into that final day?
Windy?
Wow.
Okay. Who is usually the captain of the team? I guess Snipes is the captain of the team, right? Okay. Then when Snipes is not around, who is the should I say second in command or the second leader of the team?
The vice captain,
maybe. Windy. That's Windy, right? Okay. I just wanted to address you guys. I don't know if you know me, but hopefully you will know me more later. I also work with a team, at Garena with Osama and the likes. I'm sure you are working closely with Osama to get your stuff filled for EWC and all that. And yeah, as much as I said I wanted the Nigerian team to win because I'm based in Nigeria, right? But it's good to have you guys win, and you guys actually dominated right from the qualifiers. But I just want to know what it felt like rather personally for you guys, at this stage of your professional career, finally getting to, represent Africa at the world stage. What has been what has been the story been like for you in terms of how Free Fire has evolved and developed to get into this stage where you are representing Africa at the Esports World Cup?
Yeah, to me it's a big like level up because it's our first time being on a stage like that, and it's life changing. If you can qualify if we do good, we can hopefully get another slot at the end of the year for Africa. Get more attention on our server and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Derek, did I pronounce your name correctly? I think you also wanted to say something on that.
No.
Anyone else? Ledex? You guys should feel free. Come on, it's a podcast.
Oh yeah, I want to add
It's a
one more
podcast,
thing.
guys. Feel free, man.
I want to add one more thing. I want everyone to know my name Windy. I want to be known. I want all of PDX
Definitely,
to be
bro.
known.
Yeah,
Definitely.
When I go there, I want to make a name for myself, bro. Everyone here.
yeah, that's the spirit, and also like that also involves a lot of like background work, not just about the game, right? You
Yeah.
as a professional player, I guess you should have a TikTok page where you stream, where you update your fans. Snipes is the most popular name so far because I'm new to the game, and I was watching the stream and I saw the way he carried himself, in most of the games. It might not be the best player on the team right now, but due to the popularity, I think it's the number one name that I associate with your team. So it's down to the preparation, and also, you give a bit of background. Someone's mic is a bit noisy. I don't know where that's coming from.
Sneaky, your mic sneaky.
Okay.
Honest.
So, but as I was saying, you said you want to get yourself known and to the world and in general. So I said it's down to those actions that you take, not just within the game, but outside of the game. How you make your page more popular, you put more content out there, put yourself more out there, let people get into the world of Windy, let them know who Windy is outside of the game, so people can be more relatable to you as a person, and they believe, there's an inspiration for them to get to where you currently are and also where you still want to be down the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Windy, any response to that, Windy?
Say again.
I said, any response to like the tips that the wise man tennis just told you, about putting yourself out there in social media, because that would definitely push out your career as well as a person.
Yeah, I think if we want to go further, you have to post clips and all that on TikTok or YouTube. Post a way to get known and stuff. Your name out there.
Definitely, man, definitely.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can. Wait, is that Sneaky?
And also the champion, champion.
Yeah. Feel free to brag.
The champion. He's not smiling about that.
I was saying all this and my mic wasn't working. I was so angry, man. I was like glazing. I was saying like we're the best. No one can stop us. The mic wasn't working.
Yeah, you guys are actually the best. You've proven that already. And hopefully you can maintain that for long. I want to see the dominance from you guys. Dominate the entire Africa.
Those finals, that's probably the best finals that SSA will ever see. I want to
get your take on the finals. Like, how was it? Like, what do you have to say about it?
Okay, so I'm gonna not make the story as long as possible, but in the beginning, we're the best already. We know we're the best, so we don't need to like give it our all. This is an easy tournament. So we play 4 maps. We're behind by like 50 something points when you do If next game doesn't go good, we need to do something. We need to lock in. So then we play the next game. Mid through the game, we like. I tell Snipe, if things don't go good, we go all the rush. We just kill everyone. We know we're better than everyone. And then unfortunately, that game went bad. We died. So then I said, nah, Snipe, make up your mind now. This needs to happen. And then, boom, then he comes in. Boom, we farmed that lobby, like 23 kills first game. And we hyped. And it all started because I think it was Desire. They hard-chopped us in that 6th game. And I don't know about my team, but I run off anger. So if people try and do things like that, then I get angry. And then that anger just made us farm even more. Made us, we are like first game, the second game, we know we're gonna win. Farm those kills, they we first place. Like now, with nothing to lose now. Go in the last game with the same energy. We wanted to go. We went into the same energy, like no one's better than us. We're just gonna kill everyone, farming, and then we started dying. And then our main objective was just survive, because we're already in front by like 20 points. What we need to do now is survive.
Okay, well, I'll say, was there at any point in time during the finals where you had that doubt that you guys might not be able to qualify?
I never had a doubt, but I got scared, like of the factor that if we don't do what we're supposed to do, then things won't go good. But I never doubted in the team. I never doubted in anything. I never had any doubt in anything.
Yeah, that's top
Was
tier
confidence
confidence
throughout.
there. Yeah, top tier confidence, and you definitely need that, going forward. That's really good to see. Carl, you have any questions for them?
I mean, to be honest, I think Snicky's the motivator of the team. From what I've just heard so far, he's the one, pushing them and saying, we need to lock in. He's the one constantly reminding them to make sure that they go and get that win. And of course, like you did say, the finals didn't start off with you guys. You eventually finish strong, and you're going to the EWC. Is there any team in the Free Fire, the finals you guys had? Is there any team you want to shout out? Is there any team that you also want to call out? Just let us know. Who are you shouting out? Who are you calling out?
From the SSA finals.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't know if you know Walcott. He's in Nemjogo.
Nemjogo from Cameroon, right?
Yeah.
Or Mozambique.
Yeah.
From Mozambique,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Like he is one of my friends, and I mean that whole week before the time, me and Walcott were playing like together. We're playing, saying good luck to each other, wishing each other the best. Like if it wasn't us that won, I would have wanted it to be Nemjogo.
Wow. Are they really that good? Because they had a lot of fans in the chat. Everyone was hyped about Nemjogo. I think they had a lot of people from Mozambique coming to watch the stream.
The thing is, everyone is good, but no one expected for what happened to happen. Like, no one is mad about it. Like you can't be mad. I mean, we were top 8 and then we're top 1, so no one's like, it is what it is. Nothing Nemjogo could have done would have stopped us from doing what we did. So.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think we would like to see more of that in the next split. Next split qualifiers. I want to see Nemjogo, Paradox, Amigos. Amigos were pretty tough. They were quite strong throughout the qualifiers and also the grand finals. To be honest, most people thought Amigos were gonna make it. We thought Amigos were gonna qualify to represent Africa, because you guys, it was like you guys were slacking behind, and you guys were feeling too confident going into the grand final. And Amigos came, they were getting eliminations. They were always going for eliminations. I think between your squad and Amigos, who do you think is the more aggressive team?
Definitely us. The thing is, what a lot of people are saying why AMG is so good is because they farmed in knockout stage. But if you saw they're like Group A and C, there was only 2 good teams in that whole group, and that was Desire and Amigos.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone is saying like, nah, they farm, they're the best, they farm. But if you look at their lobby, if Paradox had a lobby like that, we would have done even more than what they did. But
No.
it is what it is. We did it in finals where it mattered the most. So.
Okay. Carl, do you have a question? I do have one more question, but I would like you to go first.
Yeah. I respect like the amount of confidence Sneaky has. He's so confident that no matter what happens, he would have qualified for that EWC spot. It was theirs. It was literally theirs for the taking. So now it's yours. You are going to the EWC for sure. the first pre-fire African team to be there, a big moment in history for Africa as a whole, for Free Fire particularly. Now I want to put you on the spot. This is a very, should I say, tough question I want to go and ask you, but what do you think is going to happen? Are you guys going to lift the trophy? Are you guys going to make the ultimate statement? Because I mean, we've seen I think we saw that with African Codem champs, where a Codem team went to champs and we had high hopes and didn't really go as we expected. Now you are, doing the same thing for Free Fire. Do you think you guys are going to shut down every other nation who have, I would argue, a bit more experience on the international stage? Do you think you can shut them down and claim that trophy, or what do you think the journey is going to look like?
Well, the thing is, we have one advantage, and that advantage is surprise. No one knows us. No one knows what we do. We're the underdogs, so no one expects anything from us. So, I mean, doesn't matter who I'm playing against. We have to go in confident. No one is better than us. No one is better than Paradox. We have to show them what we're made out of. Winning will be the best thing ever. If we have to win the World Cup, but I mean, that's the goal. That's the goal. Winning. There's no other goal in the first place.
Yeah, I think even being there already, it's a W, it's a win, right? The fact that you are representing Africa. But I don't want to go with that mentality. That mentality is for me as a fan, right? But you guys still need to go there with the mentality of, wanting to finish as high as possible as you can. So that'll be interesting to watch. I hope I'll be there, honestly. Hopefully I'll be there with you guys and, we can rally up and support you guys. Yeah, please pack me up in your suitcase. Tell Osama I need to be at this post workout with you guys. But it is what it is. I think my own question would be more about what the preparation currently is like for your team going to the Esports World Cup. I think the dates are set, right? It's either either second or third week of June. That's when the Free Fire segment will hold at the World Cup. So what's the preparation like currently in terms of before your travel? I believe your passports are available and all that. So what's the general preparation like for you guys?
Well, right now, I would say we giving it time because it's our first time. I don't know about everyone else, but it's my first time ever leaving the country also. So it's nice. It's a big deal. It's my first flight ever, so I'm very nervous for that flight because it's also 11 hours. Damn. But anyway, and now we Snipe is the way he organizes everything. So we're waiting on him to give us the times because we all need to meet up in one place. I think we're all gonna go to Cape Town, and then from Cape Town we have to fly to Joburg, and then from Joburg we go to Paris.
Yeah, that's quite a journey. Piece of advice from me: it's your first time flying. My first time also leaving the country was probably in esports with Carry First, right? And Codem and all that. Now, document everything possible. If you're using a phone that doesn't have enough storage, please get more storage. Record everything. Get a window seat on the plane. Record the clouds and everything. Bro, document everything because you want to watch all that later, right? You want to have that, you want to reflect on how far you've gone. And I keep saying it, not to talk too much about myself, right? But prior to being involved in esports and all, I probably had maybe just one local flight, not even international, just one local flight. But since I joined, I think within the space of last year, I had about 19 flights in total. That was crazy for me to reflect back on it. So make sure you document everything, record videos, have fun with your teammates, take group pictures, record funny moments, things that can eventually be missed. Those are what your fans want to see. They want to see the background story of your journey and how they can feel inspired by what you're doing. So yeah, good luck to you guys on that. And I'll be rooting for you guys to really do well and represent us proudly.
I already told the team, I sent the big message and I pinned it and everything. I said, I'm taking the window seat. Doesn't matter who am I fighting for, I'm taking the window seat.
Yeah, that's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. But I would like to hear from others, though. Ledex, come on, you want to talk to us? Or Denrique? I want to hear from you guys.
Yo.
Yo. I guess that's Denrique. Am I pronouncing your name correctly or am I murdering your name, please? Let me know.
It's Denrique.
Denrique. I don't know where K came from. Pardon me. It's a Nigerian thing. Derek, what's up, man? How you doing? I want to know, your thoughts and how you're feeling so far about the whole thing.
My thoughts and my feelings. I feel like I'm still dreaming. That I don't think this is real though. I think I'm still dreaming. Talking to everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just wonder when am I gonna wake up.
Probably you wake up and you hear a caster saying, I cannot see. I cannot see. Honestly, I can't get that line out of my head. That was the highlight of my watching that finals. It was really interesting and nice to see. But please, you're not dreaming, guy. You're awake. You're very much awake. Just live in the moment. Yeah, Sneaky is gonna pinch you as long as you don't sit by the window of the plane. It's definitely gonna pinch you. We've spoken to Windy, Sneaky, Derek, Ledex. What's up, ID man?
I'm good, man. So, hey, nothing I can really say that, but it's a changing experience. I was obviously watching the stream, I had to hit a little prayer a bit, like after game 5, was not looking really good. But then, I still traded my team, and I'm happy, man.
Okay, that's good. That's really interesting to hear. Carl?
Yeah, well, first of all, guys, wish you guys good luck on the EWC at the EWC. And like I said, don't forget to document every step. Take the pictures, take the videos. Make sure to make the memories, guys. They're going to be very important going forward. And wish you guys the best at the EWC. Hopefully, you guys bring that trophy back home. But also, don't forget to enjoy every step of the journey and meet new people, make new friends, because it's going to be a crazy one. And also, I have one request. Guys. Please, no matter what happens, do not take Halo on the flight, you guys. I know you know. Do not let him anywhere near that flight. He's not good luck. He's going to. We should give you guys bad omen. Do not let him on that flight. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Sneaky.
Sneaky wants to say something.
And Derek, guys.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna win. We're gonna take the win home for Africa, and I'm gonna bring a French baddie home with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, start practicing your French, man. Wish you all the best. Bonjour. Bonjour. That's what I want to say.
Bonjour.
All right,
guys.
All right, take care, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you for coming to the podcast, guys. Hopefully, we get to see you guys again after you guys are back on the EWC. So we want to have you guys once again as guests when you're back from the EWC. So make sure you win it, guys, because we're going to be asking you guys how you guys lifted the trophy and how you guys won the lobby. So you guys have fun.
Yeah, don't be like us now. Don't be like us now, please. Do better than them.
But yeah, man. Thank you guys. Have a lovely day. Goodbye, guys. Yeah, so that was refreshing,
Yeah.
I think that was exciting to hear, like the plans, especially Sneaky. He's very confident in what they're going to do, how they got here, and how far they're even going to go. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what these guys are going to do at the EWC. But again, wonderful news from Free Fire Africa. Waiting for Codem Africa to give us their announcement. Unfortunately, no EWC for Codem, but yeah, at least we have Chams, we have Kaifa, so we still have something to look forward to. We also have the APS later today in the next 2 hours. But so we have a couple of things here and there. Sorry? Okay.
Okay. Production wasn't our yet, guys. So I did not know this. So they're still fantasy in the playoffs. Damn, I thought today was the final day. I ended up making risky transfers. Come on. I should have gotten this information earlier on. I got a -10 for God's sake. But yeah. Wow. So guys, apparently we'll be getting a representative from the APS organizing body about the fantasy. So quick one, there's gonna be fantasy in the playoffs. And there'll be a couple of changes because the playoff setup is different from what we experienced in the group stage. So changes will be coming on board to give some explanation. And let us know when we have changes, please.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, right? We still have time, right? We still have time for that, Carl.
We still have time. I think maybe 30 minutes before we can say goodbye. So we still have a little bit more time.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do have a little more time. But yeah, In the meantime, though, before changes comes, I think it's going to be our last segment for today. We have one more segment, the Free Fire, which is bringing us back to Codem. And it was the Garena event that we all witnessed. That was last 2 weeks, I think. The Garena Land that held for about
Yeah.
24, 48 hours. It was really long.
Another
we
L
had-
for Lucas my
Another
goats.
L for Lucas, unfortunately, again to elevate in the hands of elevate. It was, kind of. There's a lot of questions to go on the arcs, man. Will Lucas ever win anything at this point, especially when it comes to like the big events? I don't know. It looks like there's a jinx.
I'll keep having faith. Like Arsenal, let it all work out. It's not gonna work out. My guy is gonna win champs. He's gonna win champs this year. We'll keep hoping. Honestly, it's unfortunate. It just feels like another Gallery story with Lucas in right now. But and he's doing his best, right? He's still being the best player on the team, going from Latam to Southeast Asia, and it's still the same Lucas and the same goods. But yeah, just ill luck. I believe soon it's all gonna make sense for him.
Yeah, we're hoping it does. We're hoping it does, man. I'm not the biggest Lucasine fan, but I do know he's the best player in Codem Africa, in Codem Global, and I think he deserves the champs trophy, no matter what happens. But yeah, in the meantime, though, he hasn't won any champs, and I can keep beefing that hard, and we can move past that. But I mean, we did talk about the land. It was a hybrid land where there was a BR event and also an MP event. BR came first, MP finished the whole thing, and very important to note, pointers was, when the BR event was on, they had about 10,000 watching on TikTok. YouTube had about, I think, exponentially 1,000 plus, 700 at times, 500. And then when the MP event started, the highest we had on TikTok was about 400, 300 on TikTok. And then on YouTube, it was about, let's say, the same numbers, 400, 500. Yeah, YouTube doesn't change, but TikTok drastically went down. So are we saying that, do we think BR has a more, should I say, better future in esports? Should we consider doing BR or what?
So I won't say better future in esports, right? Because Codem is still reluctant to fully commit to a battle royale esports. I don't know why. I think I got an explanation from Talent at World Champs, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I think there's a lot of maybe logistics and technical issues involved in getting that done. But Battle Royale rules the community. Battle Royale rules the game. That's a known fact. About 70%, if not more, of the community that plays this game are Battle Royale players. They play Battle Royale. They create content from Battle Royale. So it's no surprise that Battle Royale is getting that high amount of views. I think this will be a learning phase for most of the organizers. I think this is the first time I'm seeing a Codem LAN. I did not watch it though, but this is the first time we're getting Battle Royale at the big stage, right, for Codem in a LAN setting. So hopefully there can be learning points from this that other organizations can learn from. Maybe CarryFest can learn from it. Maybe Codem esports in general can also learn from it and make a few tweaks. We want to see more of Battle Royale. Honestly, it's going to be crazy. Imagine a Lagos LAN grand finals with Battle Royale. Oh my god, it's going to be crazy. Your favorite content creator's favorite content creator is gonna be there. Everyone is gonna be live there at the event. So yeah. Looking forward to getting to that stage.
I really agree with that, man. I really agree with that, and I think like because when I saw the numbers at first, I thought, okay, maybe it's because it's a LAN, so everybody's going to watch it. And then the moment the BR event ended, I saw the drastic change. I mean, we had 9.3K consistent watchers on TikTok. It went to 10K at some point, it went to 11K, came back to 9.2, 9.3. It was consistently at 9K plus every single hour, every single minute to join that TikTok stream. And the moment the BR event ended, I started seeing 700, 500, 300, 500. It was, I was like, we can't even get 1,000 MP, and BR is getting 9,000, and it's the same stream. It's not like it's a different channel, however, the same channel. So it tells you, these people are here. They just don't want to watch your MP. They're just not interested in the MP event. They just don't see why they should watch it when they want to watch VR. So it's really crazy, and I'm really hoping that Codem, looks at both parties, tries to find a way to get this thing working, because my God, VR has the numbers. I mean, everybody, I think even Senders, even Jared, even I, everybody played VR at some point. The very first mode I played was VR before I stepped in MP. I think literally almost everybody in Call of Duty Mobile, the mode they started with was VR, and then eventually we all transitioned towards MP. So VR has such a huge fan base, huge freaking fan base, and it's expected they have more numbers, no doubt.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm with you on that. I started BR, but though I don't play BR these days, it's too stressful.
I don't at all.
The shotguns are after my life.
They
But
pursue me, bro.
yeah,
One tap, nah, bro. Nah, no,
Yeah.
bro. Drink Gary, nah. I'm not drinking Gary, bro. I am not drinking Gary. it was insane. I was traumatized. I had to go and face my MP life in peace on shipment. But yeah, that's why I chose shipment. Peaceful, small village, bro. Small village, peaceful people. It's a lot easier to go and play there. But yeah, of course.
I know this is too good. Sorry.
But yeah, we do have changes on the core right now to go and explain to you guys how the fantasy is going to work. I personally had no idea there was playoff fantasy. I have no idea how it's going to work, but I know I'm still going to be number one on fantasy. So we're going to invite changes to come and tell us, how it's going to be happening. Are we still going to have the same rules we had for groups, or it's going to be entirely different? Hello, changes.
Hey, what's up, Carl? Sinners, what's up?
Yo, what's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Okay, so now this is news to me that we have playoffs fantasy. So please, would you like to give us a breakdown just to understand what the difference is from what we had in the regular stage and what's to expect in the playoffs?
Yeah, so everyone is familiar with the league fantasy, and we're planning on doing something, for the playoffs. And everyone seems to know or see it as difficult to do because it's a double elimination format. But now we've built a system where you can actually have the fantasy interface that you have on the league page, but then it would go through the whole double elimination from start to finish, and you can earn points from whoever you pick as your starting five and captain, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So this is how our system is built. So you pick one player from each team, and you have 5 slots to fill, like your normal starting 5. Let's say you pick maybe Ahin from ECL, Storm from Nova, Rowan from EDX, Release from ASG, and then maybe Payne from S7. Now you've logged in your 5. You have to go to the next stage to predict their averages. And this is where the twist is. So now you can predict what average Payne would get in HP, in his skills, SND, like kills, deaths, and then OBJ time. And then when you go to the SND, you have the chance to also predict his kills, deaths, and then first kills. And then you go to the control and you can predict the kills, deaths, and then capture kills too on the control side of things. And you can do that for all the 5 maps because the playoffs, as we know, is a best of 5 series for each and every game. And then when you input all that, you would have to submit it. And then throughout the playoffs, you'll be hoping the players you've selected will go from winners brackets round 1 to the grand final. Because this is another, side of the fantasy where whenever a team is eliminated, their players are eliminated with them on the system. Yeah. So let's say you pick 5 players and then maybe S7 gets eliminated or PDS gets eliminated, and you pick Rowan and Payne. They are off. You see a cross sign there, and then you are left with only 3 players, and you are hoping those 3 players will cash out big for you on the lead. Yeah. So this is how the playoffs fantasy is going to be, and I'm hoping everybody is going to enjoy it because now the stakes are high. You get it, and it's not going to affect whatever points you had in the league phase fantasy. The league phase fantasy is a different ball game. It's different from the playoffs fantasy. And when the playoffs is about to start, it will go live maybe 3 days before the start day, and everybody would have access to it. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. If I understand you correctly, if I buy players from, let's say, PDX and Nova, if both teams get eliminated in the first round, what's it on here? And that's the end of the road for me, right?
Yeah, that's the
And
end of the road for those two teams. But then you
yeah,
still have three that would maybe would be in like the playoffs until the end. You definitely have two. And I didn't even mention one thing. So you would, after every round, in every team, you can actually change the specific player you are taking. So if let's say
okay.
after winners brackets round one, you pick you had Ruin and you want to take maybe Darox in the next round, you can actually select like from that roster, and then you can use him to farm points. Do you get it? So it's a live thing, and it will be going on and on and on until the end, until the grand finals of the APS playoffs. APS playoffs, yeah, tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. That'll be interesting to see, honestly. I think there's a lot of calculations that you need to do, mental calculations
Crazy.
that
But
you
yeah,
need to do.
it's
Yeah.
already done though. That's the thing. So then we've been working on it for like some time, and yeah, it's right now as I'm speaking to you, it's already done. I don't want to give spoilers or anything, but then yeah, there will be videos out there, and then people would actually see how crazy this thing is. Because I'm so hyped, man. Like when we're creating it, I was like, at first people were like, it's not possible to do for like a double elimination playoffs, tournaments. But then it's fantasy, it's all system, it's all maths. You get me? You have to just make sure,
It's fair
it makes
to
sense.
everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the system uses averages too. So let's say you predict 45 kills for maybe Ahin, yeah, on HP, yeah, and then he doesn't hit that particular 45, but he hits like let's say 35. You are going to get points, but it's not going to be as big as your actual like 45 prediction.
Wow.
You get it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are clearly safe, but then somebody can be making more points, than you. Yeah. So that's literally how it's going to be. And bro, I'm so hyped, man. It's going to be a short playoffs, but yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. So the fantasy blue boys should be ready for that, to be honest. It's not ending after the league phase.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Interesting. Carl?
Yeah, that's a lot of info, bro. My small brain could not process the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure when I do log into the site, I will be able to go and pick up my team. So, now a very important question was asked to you from the TikTok chat. Sanji's asking, is there going to be any reward for first place in the playoff phase? Is there a reward system in place, or is there a reward system in place?
Yeah, definitely. Like the league phase with $100. Yes, there will be announcements for the playoff side. So whoever is going to get first will definitely get something. Like first to three, I think. Yeah.
Okay. No
So I
time.
still have hope.
So I'm going to get money for both league phase and playoff phase. I'm active.
My season is not over. That's very moment for me.
Yeah. So if you didn't do too well in the league phase, you can actually come back in the playoffs phase, because then it's just 3 days and you can lock in for it like real good. Yeah, you can really lock in for that.
That sounds dope. Silas, I'm pretty sure I'm a boy view on the prediction list right now on the fantasy. I'm like 890 something points. You're like what? 200 points? Yeah, we're not mates, bro. No mates.
I'm definitely not 200 points. Wait, did you say you're 100 and something?
That's
Because
so. I'm not.
I'm on like 800 and something. I think, but there are guys up the leaderboard. I'm probably like number 50 or so. I haven't stopped checking. I've just been focused on the weekly.
Wait, Jerry has 970 points? Bruh, this guy is hacking. The thing about this fantasy that I have an issue with is Jerry is in the back end. So I think he's altering my scores. But I had like 1,000 points and now I'm seeing 8 something, bro. Like, change is what's happening, man. Can we please take Jerry out, please?
We need to pro Jerry.
I'll come out of that.
Thank you. Because I know I had 1,000 points last week and now I'm seeing 890 something as well, bro. Make it make sense. Sad, bro.
He's really doing something from the back end.
But yeah, anyways, though, thank you so much for the info changes. We're expecting the videos, of course. I think a lot of the communities are going to be looking forward to getting the full breakdown on a video format so they can watch it. And we do know the last game, of course, of the APS happens today. Of the APS match league phase happens today, and it's going to be by 6 p.m. West African time. I want to ask you, put you on the spot here for predictions. All 4 fixtures. Production, if you could please get the fixtures up on our screens. So I could put changes on the spot, and I could also force my beliefs down his throat for a particular fixture. But yeah, in the meantime, though, we have 4 fixtures, our final 4 of the league phase, and I want to go and put you on the spot. What do you think the predictions are going to look like, especially for the first game? If I'm not mistaken, production, please, can we get it? The first game for today is going to be Changes, you should know, right? What is the first game for today?
Cyclone Strix Gaming.
Okay, so what do you think the scoreline is going to look like for that one?
Clean sweep for Cyclone 3-0.
You have no respect for the Nigerians. Okay. Noted. 3-0 for Cyclone. That is noted. The next game is ASG, right? Is it ASG?
Yeah, NATO.
So ASG NATO. We all know it's a 9-0 for in favor of NATO. But I'm going to ask you for your biased opinion. What do you think about the ASG NATO game?
I'm not going to be biased here. Yeah, 3-0 for ASG. ASG is going to sweep them. NATO 3.
Why do you think so?
We play them in scrims. Like, I feel like we can beat them, man. Like, where against ECL, I'm not going to complain, yeah. But against ECL, if people went back to watch the stream, we should have won even the HP. You get me? We had like players lagging and all that, like going AFK 4 times. Like, you can just go back and then watch it. But then it's fine. It's luck. Luck wasn't on our side, and this time we've prepared adequately. Nothing is going to happen, and we are going to sweep them simple. So that one, like, there is no doubt, to be honest. It's a clean 3-0 for ASG.
Clean 3-0 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sadia might have something to say about that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I can give you one.
Yeah, this is wrong, production. I was about to call that out. This is diabolically wrong. But yeah, for personally, we did have Sadia on the show earlier today, and she did confirm that they are looking to beat you guys a 3-0 clean sweep. She did say that. So it's not Changes versus Sadia, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on that particular note. But that side as well, there's also the, should I say, the case that you guys have to win 3-0 as ASG if you want to stay in the APS season 3, or you're going to have to go to that club. Because if you win 2-0 from the current table, it's 2-1 rather. It still doesn't guarantee you a top 6 finish. So are you set to get that 3 points?
Yeah, so it actually guarantees us, because then if we even win 2-1, we are not going to win 2-1, we're going to win 3-0. But if we win 2-1, we tie with Strix. We have head-to-head against them. So I don't, unless they find a way to beat Cyclone. Yeah, their destiny is in their own hands, to be honest. Yeah.
So if they're tied up, if you guys get tied up on points, but if you win 2-1, are we saying the next point out to go to is head to head?
I think, yeah, because then we beat them. So
is okay? Well, I think there's going to be a rule book revisit. I'm going to leave that for the mods. But me personally, I go drag on that like mad. I swear to God, I will drag. See if that happens. If I hear that went different, the next thing is not head to head. Well, like a lot, I will be dragging ASG for the next 2 years. It will not be funny. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to stay quiet. I'm going to let things play out as they may, and we're going to find out what it's going to look like. For the next game of the day, though, after ASG and, of course, NATO's 0-3 that NATO's going to win, if I'm not mistaken, it's Eclipse against who?
Serious.
I'm going to check this code real quick. Oh, Serious. What? It's your Serious level?
Yeah.
Nigerian.
Oh, that is not funny. So, what do you think about that one?
So, for that, I would go for ECL would take one map. But CR7 is very strong. I won't lie. They are a very organized team. After we played them, we realized these guys are very organized, and most of the NG teams. So, and they are not really that like inconsistent. You get me? So yeah, 2-1 for Syria 7 in favor of Syria 7.
Okay.
Okay.
2-1 for 7. Well, yeah. Sellers, what do you think about that one?
Yeah, I think as usual, that's it. Has always been. This year we
Yeah.
come, win at points, get everyone's hopes high. Then
And
S&D,
boom.
yeah,
The
S&D
four.
is so poor and control. I think Sierra 7 always finds a way to outsmart them. Maybe the HP might be different this time around with Payne and Saints. The addition of those two players to the roster, maybe their HP might be stronger. So it might be a 3-0. But who knows? We'll see. But it's going to be an interesting game. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And our last game to close things off, it's going to be Paradox and Nova Gaming. Once again, they're saving the best for last. Top 3 teams. Top 3 teams. Number 2 against. I never would have thought I would be calling PDX a number 2 team in the table. But anyways, number 2 versus number 3. PDX and Nova. What are your predictions of that one? Please don't tell me 3-0. Don't say 3-0.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because we all saw like how PDX performed against Cyclone on SA servers, and I've seen something in scrims like, bro, I saw something in scrims that's going to like affect what I'm going to predict here. Because bro, if it moves to SA servers, 2-1 for Nova. To be honest, because I feel like Nova is a strong team. People don't have to underestimate them. They beat Cyclone on HP, and Cyclone run like they played PDX on that same map on that summit, and then everybody saw what happened again. So if Nova brings their A game, they can take their HP. And S&D is going to go for Paradox. They've worked on their S&D so much after that EE tournament. So yeah, S&D for them. And then Control is like, if it goes to Crossroad or like Standoff, it's going for Nova now. I'll predict Nova 2-1. I'm not taking PDX here. No hate or anything.
That is wild. Wow. Never would I thought I'd see the date. Wow. Never in my life. Never in my 9 lives, man. Never in my life.
I've seen something.
Wow.
See something.
Yeah, I think like personally, I would argue. I've always argued that when it comes to scrims, I don't rate them and I don't count them as important in the grand scheme of things. I think we've seen a lot of scrim results before the APS season started, where now me calling changes out at ASG again. ASG beat Sierra 7. ASG are beating everybody like thieves. ASG even went as far as beating Cyclone in scrims. But the results so far have shown us a whole different story. And it's not just ASG, it's also happened with a lot of teams where they're able to beat these guys in scrims. But again, scrims are like train matches. There's a lot of strategies, a lot of things that are actually not revealed, a lot of true strength. So as much as scrims are important, I don't think I can translate the result of scrims into the main event itself, into actual comps. Well, we're going to find out if Nova actually are made of what you just said. But in my prediction, I still want to go and say 2-1 PDX or even 3-0 PDX. But I don't see PDX losing that fixture, especially seeing how Cyclone beat them and they have to make a statement again. So I don't see Nova getting that win. What do you think, Sellers?
Well, that's Nova Gaming versus Cyclone, right?
Yeah. No, Nova PDX. Nova PDX.
No, sorry, Nova PDX. Yeah. I think PDX has this in the bag. That's what I'll say. I don't care, irrespective of servers. I don't hear any server excuses, please. I think PDX has this in the bag. Nova will definitely put up, a strong case when it comes to the response, when it comes to the hard points. But as we mentioned earlier, the lack of discipline within that squad, PDX has like double of that, right? So I expect PDX to come away with the win. If it's a 2-1 win, maybe not 3-0, sorry, but PDX should be able to get 2 maps. They should be able to get 2 maps from this.
Yeah, I started with that one. But that's it. Changes. Thank you for coming and clarifying on the fantasy situation. And also thank you for your very bad predictions. You have successfully made the worst predictions I've ever in my life. Thank you for all your unnecessary predictions. And we are going to see you by 6 p.m. West African time today. So Have a lovely evening, my brother, and see you by 6 p.m. West African time. Thank you, changes. All right, Muslim. Well, yeah, Sellers, we've had a quiet, long day today. It's been about 2 hours, 30 minutes. But this is the longest podcast I've had in a very long time. Seeing as we did invite a very important segment, a free fire segment, and we wanted to make sure that those boys had the chance to go and express themselves going into the EWC. But yeah, do you have any final words to go and say to the stream before we go and say good night and prepare for the hate watch of ASG and NATO?
I just wanted to say thanks to those that have stuck with us, like Nirvana has been here throughout the episode of the podcast. I know we had technical issues in between. And yeah, Sadia came on board. We expected an Aguero moment from March. He came without a face cam. But yeah, that's by the way. But yeah, shout out to everyone who has stayed and engaged with us. And yeah, expect more big things to come out of this. And, we'll try to be more consistent and, do better every week for you guys.
Yo, Fanny YouTube, bro. Big shout out to Fanny. You've also been at the whole stream. I see you. Big shout out to you as well. Big shout out to all of you who have talked to with us. Also, don't forget, guys, the announcement moving forward, the podcast is no longer going to be on Carl's TikTok. It's going to only be on the Real Time TikTok on the Carl YT for now. It's also eventually going to move out of the Carl YT. But in the meantime, you can still watch it on the Carl YT and the Real Time TikTok. So next week, it's no longer going to be on my channel. I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss having it on my channel. It was really fun. But unfortunately, the podcast has grown beyond Carl. It's a boy of Carl now. It's now a thing way bigger than I am. And it has to go to an official page. So we have the official Final Circle page, but I think you guys go play the page is so stressful. I don't have stress, bro. So you guys just, we're going to watch it on Real Time first, till we can make that page big enough to stream, and then we are going to take it to its official home. But in the meantime, though, thank you so much for coming on the stream. Nirvana, Fanny, all of you on the stream right now. ASG Kodem, Changes, I don't like you. Thank all of you so much. And BC, I am going to be watch party by 6 p.m. for sure. So I am going to be back. And big shout out to our co-host Sanders. Big shout out to Carl. Nobody cares about Jared. Have a lovely, wonderful evening, guys. And goodbye.
Bye, guys. Adios.